When you lecture, you pretend you know far more than anyone in the room, quote from the writings of others, but show emphatically that you've supplemented their ideas with your research.
A planet approaching the sun is seen to move more quickly.
Louder!
Accelerating as it approaches that source of light, and decelerating as it departs.
Better, but never stand on equal ground with your students.
Therefore, one can calculate exactly where one planet is in relation to another, or to God.
No G words in the lecture. Put God in the dedication, always. But otherwise, none of our business. Besides, it's completely off the topic of your lecture.
Comments.
It's your lecture.
It's just the thing doesn't have a name.
When you lecture, no questions leave no space for doubt.
Therefore, the Harlan Star of 1577,
Harlan is not scientific terminology.
as a sign of bad tidings, was visible slightly outside the orbit of Venus. Why are you looking at me?
I'm not.
Tycho Brahe's star catalog.
I'm reading it as a favor to a friend. Mystical and vaporous.
Excuse me?
My blurb for the back of the book. Frankly, everything about that man gives me a stomachache, except I've heard he's dead, or almost dead. And you know, my stomach feels much better.
I would like to read that.
Borrow it. Give it back when you're done. It's rubbish, but the printing is very valuable.
But Kepler said...
Kepler's a hurdy-gurdy.
But both Tycho and Kepler saw it.
Who cares? Tycho's world system is flawed. It's ugly. God wouldn't create a universe of bad aspects. Kepler would agree. Therefore, old Tycho is wrong. Ask the poet. Listen. You and I know the earth revolves around the sun. But do you think I go ranting about it? Listen up. Half of science is knowledge. Half is politics. Are you listening? That's 50-50. All of us must forget half of what we know so that we can get our funding. Write that down.
I dream about it.
Dreams are for children.
I have to go.
It's terrible when the boy loses his mother. You can share mine. She's an insomniac, yet she walks in her sleep. Don't ask, it's a paradox. The skeletal matter is a star, which means that it is a fixed body. But Tycho has documented it as a moving body, which is impossible.
A paradox.
If you can hold a paradox in your mind.
I can. Your mother can. Don't you ever know things you don't know how you know?
Knowing is what occultists do. Witches and readers of coffee grounds. One can hypothesize until the stars fall from heaven. And that is the only reason that Copernicus died on his deathbed. And not burning and stinking while the villagers danced around his stake, laughing like it was a pork roast. So until they prove it, fuck Tycho and Kepler and the comics they voted on.
Maybe God loves paradox.
Nothing matters but proof. Proof takes time. Do you have time, or do you have to go home to your papa?
I have time, but now I...
Wait. My dear imbeciles, students and roaming cats, welcome to the laboratory of the new world. Tonight, God, the heavenly judge, has asked me to present to you the laws of falling bodies.
Shut up, you imbecile!
Thank you, sir, for your encouragement. When a commoner calls a genius imbecile, it proves his own idiocy. Aristotle assures us that when two bodies fall from equal heights, the heavier one will fall faster and land first. But I, Galileo Galilei, will prove to you that bodies of different sizes and weights will fall at exactly the same rate. Come here. No facial hair yet. Slow development, that boy. Father beans, peasant food. Come on up. Okay, jump. Just joking. Galileo Galilei, mathematician, and the peasant Giovanni Bartoluzzi. Oh, they'll love that. A peasant on the university grounds. It's great to break the rules, isn't it, my little friend? To modify them, to fuck them entirely. Good neighbors!
Excuse me.
Yes?
I have to confess. My name isn't Bartoluzzi.
this window.
What?
Yes, the puny Venetian Giovanni Gamba, who weighs so little he flies like a bird. And I, the brawny Tuscan intellectual Galileo Galilei, will both jump from this second-story window.
What?
Will we fall together as we fall? Will we land together as we land? Does a peasant fall faster than a learned man? You're grey as death, Uccello. Do you mind if I call you that? 1. Don't ever think we're not on very dangerous ground here. 2. This hypothesis cannot be proved this way. The height from my window to the ground is not nearly enough distance to make up for the resistance of the wind.
Is this how you lecture?
No, this is how I teach.
Bob, this dog is shouting! You wake the neighbor!
I already did.
Who is this?
This, mother, is my newest student.
Pleased to meet you. Is she sleeping?
How rude! Does he pay you well?
You want shooting?
I like how you think.
Cosimo de Medici!
I lied to you.
I know.
I think we can get the box.
Look, Giovanni, the student-teacher relationship is
Listen to
mutual.
this.
If the one is right for the other is right for the one. You make me ask the right questions.
I'm honored, but my father needs me.
Cosimo de Medici should be the only thing on your mind. You listen to your mother.
I can't pay you.
Aha!
I can keep you. I'm a stingy bastard, but generous when the need
You
arises.
should be asleep so you can dream of him. Cosimo de Medici.
I need to ask my father.
Your world is named after him.
Ah.
You hear me? Cosimo de Medici.
Maybe you don't understand what an honor this is.
I understand.
Tell your father, Galileo Galilei, wants you to study the Stella Comata here in his house.
Comment here?
In fact, what's your father's name, Gamba? I'll tell him.
Andrea.
You hesitate.
He's fierce.
He won't refuse me.